Guys, hello everyone, it's 3 p.m. I'm back in the oak forest again. I couldn't resist. I was sitting at home doing my own things. Then I thought I'll sneak over to my old patches and check them out. Even though the morning rush has already passed, it's already over. But still, I think I'll sneak over and check. Maybe the mushroom pickers left something for me. I walked into a bright grove where I picked mushrooms about a week ago. I think you've already seen the video. Guys, I walked about 30 meters. There was nothing. And look, here's how I found the first birch bolete. But it's already completely eaten. Completely eaten, the cap, I don't know. Also, it's already worm eaten. Slugs ate its stem. The cap is already nibbled as well. Let it be for reproduction. Here guys, who remembers under this oak tree? I've found mushrooms here before. It's kind of a little mushroom spot. And again, in this very same spot, a little mushroom grew. Well, it's already pretty dry. It's already a bit dry, kind of dried out. There was a lot of moisture, but I don't understand why. The mushrooms are a bit dry, but there aren't any more. Here's the dried up moromuka too. The mormushkas are dried up. Remember when I mentioned those little bushes? When I was at this location, I told you that in these bushes I used to collect quite a lot in previous years. And I went into them again. And now we're looking at a beauty like this. A beauty for lunch, guys. Whoa. Nice, this one's already a clean mushroom. Look, what a clean, nice mushroom. That's one, folks. And here's a smaller one right next to it. Right next to it, but smaller. The second one. But the stem has already been eaten. The cap is fine. We'll take the cap. Well, something like that, but it's lacking moisture. Listen, a week ago we had such rainy weather. It lasted for a whole week. I thought there would be plenty of moisture here, but as you can see, everything dried out. Alright, now I'll walk through these bushes and see what we can find. A root like this is sticking out from under the tree. And there's a mushroom growing on this root. Oops. Porcini. Most likely, yes, white. I can already feel it by the stem. Oops. There's a little balayage standing here. Not really much. Well, he's clean. There, but not the kind of white ones I'd want to pick. Not the big ones, just how I like. With a wide stem, firm ones. So I went back to that spot where I found 2 mushrooms in that ditch. I picked them from that side. I hadn't checked this side, so I plan to return and look again. And here they are. Whoa. Here's one. A small barrel-shaped one. There's one small barrel, guys. But again, the mushroom is already dried. It's 30 degrees here, really hot. There's not enough moisture for it here, in these places. It's sunny here. It's the sunny side. He came out, guys, but it's already too hot for him. We need to search deeper in the forest now. He's gone into a darker area. Look. A pine tree appeared. There's a pine tree over there, and here there's a little oak. I also walk along the edges here. And now I've spotted 2 beauties. Well, beauties? I don't know about beauties, but 2 mushrooms. Yeah, like this. The first one is a bit dry already, of course. Well, the second one is already big enough to spread spores. Another tall fellow. As I understand it, nobody collects them here at all. Look at those giants standing there. What a giant standing there. Oh, it seems like... No, guys, well, he's already a bit old, of course. We don't pick mushrooms like this, although you see, it's almost not even wormy. Well, we'll leave it to reproduce. I don't pick mushrooms like this, although you can see that it's almost not wormy at all. I'm walking along the forest's edge in the bright areas. Along the edges, but in the old forest. You see there are pines, little oaks, and there's lily of the valley. And in the open areas there are wild boars standing. I haven't been here, like I said, for more than a week. Whew. Well guys, I decided in general not to tempt fate. I found more than a dozen more of these tired porcini mushrooms. And I think that's enough. I'll go check out another spot, but this time in a smaller oak grove. Because in the big one it's already hot. And the mushrooms are really worn out. The first wave has passed and the second one hasn't started yet. I don't want to pick mushrooms like these. And in that little oak grove I checked a week ago, there still weren't any mushrooms. So a week has passed and now I'm going to Komarov. Guys, I'm standing here talking to you for ages. I'll go and check what happened, what changes have taken place at that spot. It's a small oak grove, so let's go. I've already moved into this little oak grove. Take a look. I'm completely surrounded by young oaks here. There aren't many mushrooms since people picked them over the weekend. Because today is Wednesday, but still we come across these single mushrooms here and there. It was standing in the sun warming up. You come across these single ones like this. Now I'll take a look. I'll walk about 200 meters ahead like this. I'll show you whatever I come across. Guys, I've already walked, I don't know, maybe 50 meters, maybe 40. Look, there's an open clearing like this. Here's a ditch, and there are some uneven spots down below. Lily of the valley leaves, by the way, are dry. And so, basically, it wasn't for nothing that I came here, guys. It wasn't for nothing. I've already spotted a mushroom like this. The mushroom is big, really big, but it's good. Its quality is pretty decent. Oh, you can tell right away just by looking at the mushroom. The quality is good, it's all white. One stood like this, warming itself in the sun. I'm satisfied, everything under the cap is white. The stem is firm. It's fine, we'll take it. I have a mushroom spot here, I've known it for a long time. Since previous years? I've picked a lot of mushrooms here. Those who've been watching me for a long time, I think, have recognized the area. This year, it just started producing, so I can't say for sure. How many mushrooms there will be here later, guys, will all depend on the weather conditions. If it rains, then this mushroom spot will start producing. If there's a drought, it will just die. Over there, guys, you see that sunny clearing? I showed you the mushroom there. Well, I think I'll move a bit to the left. I'll go in here. This side is shadier. I have a mushroom spot here and used to pick them often. So I came to this spot and look at these big guys standing here. They're already big. Well, of course, they're not worth picking anymore, but they'll still leave spores behind. And this one is just big. I'm not sure how to make it visible to them, but here's my hand. Let's do it like this instead. Here's my hand and here's the mushroom. I'll show you now. Look how huge it is. It's as big as my head, even bigger. Usually I do it like this, so that the spores that are here, you see they're green. Well, of course you can soak it in a bottle, but I don't have time for that, so I just put it here. And here, when the spores dry out, the wind will just scatter them. The wind will scatter them around this area where our mushroom patch is. Here's one fellow. And now here's the second fellow. There we go. That's all. And this is how we're going to grow porcini mushrooms together. The advice about growing them on a windowsill is nonsense. This is how you really grow them in their natural habitat. Everything else is nonsense. Never believe it. Don't believe those idiots who show you that kind of stuff, sell you seeds and so on. Alright, anyway. Also, I wanted to show you something, guys. And here, oh, hiding in the lilies of the valley, there's already a pretty decent little mushroom. A young one, yeah. Oh, it's really young. Really young, nice, we'll take it. But he's not alone. Here's another one, look. Here's another one. A bit older, but still young. Like this, 2 of them. I sprayed myself, guys, but the mosquitoes still bite. I didn't spray my head much. And here, they are 2 of them. I sprayed myself, guys, but the mosquitoes still bite. I stopped spraying my head much, and now the mosquitoes bite my head. Mosquitoes. There's a birch tree right on the horizon. I also found some mushrooms here, some open ones right here. Now I'll walk along here and take a look. There should be more mushrooms here, guys. I showed you the birch trees. There's a small clearing. I'm walking along its edge. I'm finding some, guys. I'm finding some, but they're singles. Whoa. Oh, like this one. I've likely walked 100 meters already. I found only one mushroom. I didn't film it for you, just twisted it out and took it. And here, 100 meters away, my 100-meter walk brought a reward. A reward. The second mushroom, yeah, this one is going to be better. Oh, look at that. The mushroom is already better. Looks a bit better. But again, it's not enough. Well, of course it's not enough, guys. What do I expect? It's so hot. There hasn't been any rain. What do I want? And in the birch pine forest, it seems the old woods still aren't really producing yet. Although God knows, you have to check everything by trial and error. Go check. Well, you can't be everywhere at once. And you need to check this location and that one too. Now we'll go over there too, check out another mushroom spot. Well, let's get on the path now. Let's walk a little. And over there I have a reliable mushroom spot. I'm about 90% sure there are mushrooms there. Guys, I came out to this clearing I told you about, where I have a mushroom bed. It's pretty bright here. See how everything is open? It's an open area. There's a dark forest behind me. It's an overgrown little oak grove. But there are clearings here where a mushroom always grows. And here it is. I just came out here. Oh, what is that? I just came out here. And he's just standing there. What a handsome guy. Whoa! A small, beautiful little bolete and oak mushroom. But for now, it's just one. Usually, when you go to places like this, well, speaking for myself, I try to look around the oaks. See that oak? So let's go over to it and take a look. So we walk around it in a circle. Basically, I can spot them from afar. If not, then we move on to the next oak tree. Well, preferably oaks like these. The bigger ones. You should go to the bigger ones like these. Not to the small little oaks, but to the bigger ones. The area is small, so I'll walk around them now. See, it's like a forest edge. Lily of the valley. Well, you know what, guys? The sun is really strong here. The sun is really strong. It scorches these mushrooms, of course. Guys, can you imagine? I covered all this ground. There used to be such a good mushroom spot here. I used to pick great mushrooms here in previous years. They were awesome. I found 3 mushrooms and only took 1 of them. And 2 of them were really old. Here's our catch. I'm already near the car. A 10-liter bucket. Of course, I didn't quite fill it to the top. There are both medium-sized mushrooms and young ones. But mostly, of course, I found mostly bigger ones there. Still, we almost have a full bucket. I'd like to point out, guys, that I arrived in the forest at 3:30 in the afternoon. It's 7 p.m. now. The mosquitoes are already starting to get active. Of course, I could have gone to look for chanterelles as well. I know a spot here where there are chanterelles, but I don't think it makes much sense since you don't really watch videos about chanterelles. Maybe I'll go for them separately. By the way, I'm planning to go tomorrow. You can write in the comments, either go fishing or go for chanterelles. But honestly, I'm more inclined to go fishing. Well, you can share your opinion. I'll definitely take it into account. This was Yevgeny Legutkin. There will be a lot more interesting things on my channel this year. So, if you still haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell. Hit the bell and turn on all notifications so you get alerts about my new videos. That's all, everyone. Good luck and goodbye. See you next time.